about this months ago, and I spoke to his agent who said, we don't deal in absolutes. If the right deal presents itself, like, of course we'll listen to it. All right, look, we got to address this one because it's been brought up. I don't think it's going to happen. I wrote that in the article. I don't think it's going to happen. We should mention it, though, because LeBron James, I think it's a little late in the game for LeBron James to be pulling this, well, I don't know if I believe in the direction we're going in. You might need to trade me. Like, it's July 1st, brother. Like, where was this months ago? You had all the time in the world to lay the groundwork for this if you really wanted to force your way out of LA. So I'm not 100% buying that that's what's going to wind up happening here. But if it winds up happening, Phoenix would make sense as a destination for LeBron. Like, whether Bronny is attached somehow or not, Bronny would either be in LA or he would be in Phoenix. LeBron's son, Bryce, plays at U of A down in Tucson. So Phoenix, very close to Tucson. I think the Suns would make sense as a destination for LeBron. I think he's had interest here in the past, but staying in LA has been better, more comfortable, giving him a chance to compete, whatever you want to call it, more feasible there. I think the Suns would make sense as a destination for LeBron. This would only happen if LeBron forces his way and says, I'm not going anywhere but Phoenix. You are going to lose me for nothing next summer. Send me to Phoenix. And the only way that that really works, because the Suns are second tax apron team, is Bradley Beal's contract. The problem, the Lakers are not getting like any draft compensation because the Suns don't have first round picks to offer. So that is a problem. We've seen stars try to force their way to places they wanted to go and get close, like Jimmy Butler. But at the end of the day, the team has to do what's best for them. They might prefer to just keep LeBron for a year and let him walk for nothing and just have cap space than 2 years of Bradley Beal, even if they want cap space in 2027. So a lot to consider there. I'm not sure I'm buying LeBron and Rich Paul's bluff just yet. But if he's serious about leaving, Phoenix would be a sensible place that he would want to play, I think.
So no trade clause for no trade clause. Who says no? That's what I gathered from everything you said.
If Bradley Beal stops this team from getting LeBron James,
there's no way he would turn down LA. I don't think so. I would be shocked. I'd be shocked.
Would Bradley Beal look Matt Ishby in the eyes and say, I'm going to stop you from getting LeBron James?
I don't think it's gotten to that level of toxicity, because people think that like Bradley Beal shooting down deals left and right. We've said this before on the show. Like during the trade deadline, they presented Bradley Beal with zero trades to shoot down, to approve, to decline, nothing, because there weren't trades on the table. So I don't think that has changed. I don't think there's been a deal out there that Bradley Beal has had to approve or deny. So I think he would be open to a change of scenery. I wrote about this months ago, and I spoke to his agent who said, we don't deal in absolutes. If the right deal presents itself, like, of course we'll listen to it. But for right now, he likes living in Phoenix, and until that right deal comes along, there's nothing to talk about.
Which I think naturally, I mean, he said he wants warm. They said the reports are that he would love to go to a warm weather city. It's not as warm in LA as it is here in Phoenix, but it's pretty hot.
It's nice and brisk and 70.
It's pretty nice year round there, I would say.
Yep.
Playing with Luka Doncic, I mean, you could do significantly worse than that.
Yes.
That's a top 3, top 4 player in the league. You get to rebuild your trade value, or your just general assessments of your value as a player after a season that was one of your worst in your career.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was Bradley Beal, you talked me into it.
Oh yeah, I don't think that would be a problem. I think the problem would be, do the Lakers bite the bullet on a trade that is not good for them, for one of the best players in their franchise's history? That's a tough pill to swallow, and it is tough coming up with Beal trades, because I'll tell you guys, I literally went through every single team in the trade machine to figure out, okay, what financially works, what logically works, like what team would want to trade for Beal without getting a first round pick in return, would have the assets or the finances to stack up to send back. There's not a lot of options. And like Miami being off the table really hurts, because Duncan Robinson exercising that early termination option, he would have been perfect. Him and Terry Rozier, awful deal in a nutshell to get Duncan Robinson, Terry Rozier, and that's it for Bradley Beal. But they would have both been expiring contracts, and you could have lived with that, not having to attach a pick. With Robinson doing that early termination option, you can't use his salary unless it's a sign and trade. And he just signed and traded for the Pistons. So like, that one really stung, because I think that would have been a sensible deal for everyone involved.
And I think only way that happens, this deal, is if it's LeBron James saying he's choosing Phoenix, which you said in the article.
For what it's worth, Nick Richards for Shake Milton and Bronny James works out perfectly money-wise. So
As
you
an
could
add-on.
You could do a separate trade, Bron for Beal, and then a separate trade, Nick Richards for Shake Milton and Bronny James. You get Bronny and you get LeBron.
Papa Bron.
And the Lakers get a center, and we'll talk about Nick Richards and possibly the Lakers here in a second. But just putting that out there. Listen, as a basketball fit with Phoenix, you need a point guard and a power forward. How about both? We would appreciate that for sure. But obviously, it feels like the least realistic here. It's every offseason, it's LeBron James is exercising his power over the Lakers in whatever way possible. He has stayed with the Lakers for quite some time now. How long has it been now?
It's been his longest tenure with
7 years.
I think it's been 8, and that's his longest tenure with a single team. Like obviously the Cavs, if you stack them together, he was there longer, but
consecutive tenure.
Yeah.
You know, it would be crazy. What if Brown just waived? What if Brown was just bought out? Because that's what everybody's doing. That's the
DeAndre and LeBron James, Jordan Clarkson, Damian Lillard.
Wave and stretch the king. That's
everybody's trying to match each other and buyout energy.
That's nuts.
We all silly like the mayor.